So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Cesar Hernandez. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the ninth.
Hernandez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
A ball and a strike now. 2 balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez. Now the 2-1. And that changeup didn't tempt anybody and misses for ball 3. The 3-1 pitch. And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats. Ready once again, Josh Harrison. He was a double play victim last time around. Inside with the sinker, and that'll keep him honest at the plate. Takes this the other way to right. Oh, and the no-hitter is erased here in the 9th. So he made it through 8 full innings, which is no small feat, let me tell you. But the no-hit bid will end right here as he surrenders hit number 1 here in inning number 9. Doggone, I was hoping we were going to see it that time. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Down and away, ball 1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Sharp ground ball to third. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
You don't see too many curveballs that want to start in and stay in. That definitely backed up on the pitcher. He's lucky he only got away with a single right here.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Adam Liberatore.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
And the score finishes 4-1.
A manager checks in with his ball club.
Just blocks from the Capitol building, we welcome you to Nationals Park tonight. Game 2 of this 3-game series between the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. Now to the plate, Johnny Layton. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, guys, yesterday's loss was a tough one. A one-run loss. Hopefully they were able to just acclimate themselves to the city, get a chance to hit the streets, maybe regroup a little bit, and show up today ready to go.
Striding in now for the Nats, William Alston. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Martinez has a read on it. 1 out. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. First things first, here's a throw over. A dive, but he's back. Another look to first, and he'll get back in safely. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. 0-1, here it comes. Behind 0-2 now. Rizzo, 30 years of age. He signed a big 8-year deal recently, so he stands to be with this organization for quite a while.
And I can't tell you what that means for a ball player. To be able to know you're going to make your home for many years to come in one community. You can invest in the team, invest in the community, and really, really plant down roots. This is an unbelievable opportunity.
Got him to go down swinging there. Anthony Rizzo becomes out number 2 this inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that one right down Main Street.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. The 1-2. Hit in the air to right field. Martinez has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. So nothing in the Washington half of the first. Striding into the box, Trey Turner. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. And that pitch catches the inside corner. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And there's ball 1.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball. Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And let's focus on Michael Conforto. He's definitely known for that sweet left-handed swing in the top of the order. But he's no slouch defensively as well, showing the ability to come in on baseballs, make diving catches, and throw guys out at the plate.
Second baseman.
Into the box now, Daniel Descalso. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And the pitch. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And the throw is made to record the 2nd out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Jet Bandy will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Ball 2. Bottom of the 2nd here with no score. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
Doesn't want any part of that cutter, and it's full 3-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Martinez is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. We'll move to the third with no score. So here's the Mets pitcher, Wade Rainey. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets. And he will hasten his way back to first, where he's in there safely.
Hey, don't let the fact that this guy's on the mound fool you right here. This guy has a nice approach at the plate, knows what he's doing, has history. I'm not surprised he was able to.
Right side hit hard, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So the leadoff hitter's aboard. Pitcher due up. Looks to be a textbook sacrifice situation.
Batting ninth.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
In today's game, if they're going to give you an out, you take it. You have to find a way to execute a pitch in the zone, allow him to get the bunt down, and take the out at first.
Striding in once again, Johnny Layton. He reached on a single in his first try. A ball and no strikes. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. That's wide, 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
2-1 pitch, a circle change taken for a called strike 2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
William Alston waits on deck, and that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
You know, it's funny, the first 2 strikes are for the fans. You're trying to put balls in the seats right there. With 2 strikes, it's for the team. You got to shorten up and find a way.
And he is under the tag of Flowers, safe at the plate.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, and that's by him down the line in right field toward the corner. And the runner from second is in to score. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Dan, that's a nice RBI base hit on a hard grounder down the first baseline. If the first baseman's holding him right there, it's probably a double play, but not the case.
No question about it, D-Roy. Sometimes it's a game of inches, and that ball hit where vacated where the first baseman, if he was holding on, that would probably have been one of those 3-6-3 double plays. Instead, it's down the line for a base hit.
Hit hard to third, and he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, D-Roy. You think you make a decent pitch, ball hit to the hole right through there. You're hoping it can get knocked down. Instead, base hit, run batted in.
Yeah, and as the batter right there, you're taking off your batting gloves, giving dabs to the first base coach. Glad that found the hole right there. Ribeye stay, chalk one up.
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off.
Down ball right side. Oh, look at the sliding stop. A big league effort to snag that ball, but he can't get it out, and now the bases are loaded. Digging in to try it again, Daniel Descalso. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Lined into left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. 1 run is scored. And the second run will score as well. Here's the catcher, Jet Bandy. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. This one's down to third. From his knees. Wow, a flip to second for one. On to first as they get the double play. Ready for another chance? Alfonso Cisneros. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Max. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him. He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Digging in for his second at-bat, A.J. Cole. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. Salem takes it in, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Johnny Layton. He singled his last time up. Ball one. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So they're held. Francisco Cervelli will get the call.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast.
A great Sunday afternoon. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Now the 2-0. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Salem over to his right. And that's the second out of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And the changeup is way low that time. Drilled on the ground to short. Rosario's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Blue Jays go.
Leading off for Toronto.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike one. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Toward the hole. And that is through into right field for a single.
Hey, nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike one. Started that swing a bit too early.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
On to first, a double play. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Todd Frazier. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. A bouncer to the left side. Rosario brings it in. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one. Lays off the circle change there, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home is taken for strike two. The 1-2. Grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
So we got him looking there. Russell Martin becomes out number 2 this inning. Too low, 1-0.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he lays off again, ball 3.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a nice at bat here.
This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself. And stepping in for the Jays, Teoscar Hernandez, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. The 1-2. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Coming to the plate now, Dwight Smith Jr. He flew out in his last at-bat. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. He'll get it into second. The tag, and he is out at second. Next to bat for Toronto, Josh Donaldson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Called strike at the letters, 0-1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough. Here's Manny Machado now. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
And there's one down now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Randal Grichuk.
Fielder number 15.
And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning. Now batting, Todd Frazier.
Now batting, designated hitter, Todd Frazier.
0-1 count and the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Frazier swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He's currently on a 1-year deal, and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. And now in the box, Troy Tulowitzki. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. The next 0-2 is looked at for ball 1. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
The 2-2 one more time is looked at, and the count moves full.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
Conforto arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
The catcher, number 55.
In there for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Another try at 2-2. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
One thing to take note of is how these last 2 batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
First baseman, number 4.
Fouled away.
Maladara.
The windup and the 0-1. Heavy sinker just stayed inside. A wave and a miss. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens. Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Started that swing a bit too early. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Ready for another chance? Dwight Smith Jr. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. There's a strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-2. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Digging in once again, Josh Donaldson. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And that misses ball 1.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a hard sinker there. Chopped foul at home plate. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that'll get down for a base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And as a result of that errant throw back in, he'll advance 90 feet here and move up from second to third. Ready for another shot now, Manny Machado. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first. It's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of. Here's Randal Grichuk. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp. And it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that misses off the plate. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
And it's late to his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better of chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
Again, he sends it out of play. The next 3-2. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Here's Todd Frazier now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
2-1 pitch. A circle change taken for a called strike 2. The 2-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Rosario's got it cleanly. 1 there, on to first, and they get the double play, but boy, was he ever upended at second base. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. The 1-1 home. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, strike 2. The 1-2. A little bouncer. That winds up foul.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They're down 4-0.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for New York, number 7, Reggie Stewart.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
4-0 the score this afternoon. New York took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Wade Rainey wins his 3rd of the season. Richie Sierra pitched well, allowing only 2 earned.
A player's agent calls to touch base. The player expresses interest in going elsewhere. A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game.
From the borough of Queens. At the plate, Francesco Ramos. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Here's the first pitch to him.
Number 4.
Second of 4 here on a Friday night as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A swing and a ground ball to third. Castellanos is there. And the throw almost got away there, but a nice play to reach up and glove it and then come straight down on the bag as they record the first out of the inning. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I really appreciate the tenacity that Ender Inciarte plays with. He's got a 5-game hitting streak going. If you've got to start those big streaks somewhere, I like the way he's swinging the bat right now. Great approach, very comfortable. Let's see if that streak continues today. There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Man at first for him following the 1. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in. And another throw over. And the runner back. Inciarte, base runner at first with 1 out. Hit hard on the ground to second. The underhanded flip. The second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Here comes the first pitch. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike one.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Still no balls and 2 strikes.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one. Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And we're fortunate enough to watch one of the best outfielders in the game. The Gold Glover resides in left field. Can go back on balls as easily as go in on balls. Strong, accurate throwing arm. Look for him to make a play today.
And quickly, there are 2 away. Digging in the switch hitter, Johan Camargo. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better again.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Nothing across here. So striding forward now, Yolmer Sanchez. 7-8-9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Stepping in for the Braves, Tomas Nido, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike. There's a strike.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Now a bouncing ball for the second baseman, Amarista. On to first, and there were 2 down. The next to bat for Atlanta, Luis Gohara. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And a ball, 1-0. Third inning, no score to this point. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And that one just missed outside. The 2-1 home. Tap down the line. Castellanos is up with it. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
The left fielder, number 4.
Stepping in now, Francesco Ramos. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Advantage count, 2-0 to the Braves center fielder.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
Hard bullet single to left field on a pitch that was kind of middle down in the zone, D-Row, and he's going to have to make some better pitches than that one.
Yeah, if he's going to leave pitches over.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. And that misses 1-1. Gohara on second. Ramos at first. 2 out in the inning. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Misses, ball 2.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right...
Hold on now, that ball is down and could score a run. And a relay home. And it's not in time. He's safe as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Fouled off.
Usually a hitter will shorten his swing with 2 outs, but
Not this guy. He puts a big charge into this one and drives in a couple of runs along the way. That can be frustrating as a pitcher when you had a guy on the ropes and you couldn't finish him off, especially when he drives in runs.
2 out here and a runner at second. Count remains at 0-2. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is so 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and a runner left.
Leading off for the Mets, pitcher.
So here's the Mets pitcher, Wade Rainey. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Hey, we're still...
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And he leaps and makes the circus catch. My goodness, what a play there.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jorge Bonifacio comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And he'll manage to fight this one foul over near the left-hand side, and that'll keep the count steady at 0-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Line to the right side. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. And the next in is Johan Camargo. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. The 1-0 is a fastball taken high for a ball. 3-0 now.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
Not definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full 3-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Digging in to try it again, Wade Rainey. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Wade Rainey.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Bonifacio on the move. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yolmer Sanchez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And that's just off the corner and low, ball 2. Now the 2-0 home is looked at for the first strike.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. That's foul off to the left side as he makes him do it again. 3-2. Down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. Striding in once again, Tomas Nido. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Cespedes will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2. So in now is the Atlanta pitcher, Luis Gohara. Reached on an error and then eventually scored in his first at-bat. 0-1 the count. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. pitch popped up. Rivera is there, and the side is retired. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Francesco Ramos. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
And he'll step on first himself for the out. Here's Ender Inciarte.
Now batting, center fielder.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Now batting.
In now, Freddie Freeman. He went down on strikes last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. The 1-0. A shot to first base and caught there to end the. Next up for New York, Wade Rainey.
Catcher, Wade Rainey.
First offering on its way.
Nope.
Low for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Now here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bonifacio has the best view of this one, so he'll take it. And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-1. Down the first baseline. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that misses for ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
2-0 the count to Dansby Swanson. To third. Castellanos has it. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Ready once again, Johan Camargo. No hits to this point. And this is taken outside for ball 1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Here comes Cespedes, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Now it's 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone, and with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
There's a changeup over the outside corner.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end for Atlanta. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wade Rainey. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Inciarte is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. Henry Tamori is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Henry Tamori.
Nope. Foul ball.
The average sits at 286 here to start play. 4 home runs and 17 RBIs. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here, 0-2. The 0-2 once more is taken for ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And that's off his leg on the mound. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Francesco Ramos. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Hey guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
A.J. Ramos gets the call as he'll...
You could just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row.
Now from a rainy Coors Field in Denver, MLB Network is on the air. Today, getaway day here in this 3-game series. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase. Circle change, too low, ball 1. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable. Guys were taking huge hacks off him. And to boot, the defense was on its heels.
David Dahl stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. 1-1 the count now. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2. Rainey, a native Texan. He was taken in the 22nd round during the first-year player draft of 2018.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire. So next it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies, Bradford Robinette, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. A little bouncer. That rolls foul for strike 1. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Pete Barella is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Popped up, Castellanos over to his left, 1 away. Coming to the plate now, Pat Valaika, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Bottom of the second here with no score. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And he fouls this one off. Missed with a breaking ball. The 2-2. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets fouled. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll send it on to first, and that'll freeze the runner at second with 2 away now. In now for Colorado, Tony Walters. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Conforto is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Rockies strand 1. So here now is the pitcher, Wade Rainey. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
Line drive to center field. And he'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third. Stepping up to the plate, Danny Espinosa, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Striding in for the Rockies, Herman Marquez. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And he struck him out. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here's a little chopper up the middle. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Striding in once again, Charlie Blackmon.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still 1 good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball. This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out. On the ground is short. This could be two. There's one. On to first to complete the double play. Digging in to try it again, Pete Varela, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And this is on the outside corner for strike one. Has a look, now the pitch. And it's fouled away. Dahl on third with two out. Tried to change of pace with two strikes there, but it misses 1-2.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again,
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Digging in for his second at-bat, Wade Rainey.
Wade Rainey.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Drilled to the right side. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a one-out single.
He came to play today, not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball.
That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
1-1 the count. And it's 1-2. The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
Salem scoops it up, and the throw to first is in time, one gone. Now batting, Tony Walters. He's 0 for 1 thus far. At the knees, strike one.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. Ready for another chance? Danny Espinoza looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. 1 ball, no strikes the count. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Now the 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. 3-0 pitch. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here. Now to the plate, the pitcher, German Marquez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 1-0 the count. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Espinoza is off of first with 2 away. Rockies pitcher with a bat in his hands and a 1-2 count.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now. They have to find a way to get somebody on base and get this guy out of the stretch and make him a little bit uncomfortable. I mean, they're 1 strike away from being shut out through 5.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Conforto is there, and that retires the side. So the Rockies lineup turns over, and to the plate, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike to Colorado's leadoff batter.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
2 balls and a strike now. The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat
Lifted in the air out to center field. Cespedes is there. 1 out. Ready for another shot now. David Dahl. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
David Dahl.
First pitch on its way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. The relay. Well, he is in there with a triple.
Well, we've been waiting for an opportunity like this since the game started. 1 out, and our first run is 90 feet away. The challenge now is to get him home.
Here comes the first pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Swing by Blackmon, and it's hammered to right field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing in.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strike. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
No strike.
The pitch is circle changed just a bit inside, and it's 2-0 now. Cut fastball is in for a strike. 2-1. The 2-1 home. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Pete Barella is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. 2 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Trying to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Castellanos is over now, and he's got it for route number 2. Digging in once again, Pat Valaika. Couple of ground outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. In there, strike 2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. J.D. Martinez will come on to pinch hit. 5-2 the final today. The Colorado Rockies rode an important 6th inning to victory. As the sun begins to descend. Standing in, Jarrod Dyson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here comes the first pitch. There's a strike. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Count is 1-2 now. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
First offering on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled away. Low and away with that one. It's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. And that one stayed too low, apparently. 2-0 now.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Sinker misses there, and now he's in trouble. 3-1. The 3-1. The first baseline. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Jake Lamb. The average just a few ticks shy of 300 for the season. So perhaps a hit or two in this one could put him up over the top. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And I want to shine the light on Yoenis Cespedes, outfielder right here. The ability to play multiple positions.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Alex Avila comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2 scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher. Hard on the ground towards short. Rosario's got it. Throw in time at first for out number 2. First offering on its way.
Center fielder.
Ball 1.
A.J. Haller.
Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a liner, but foul. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. The pitcher, Wade Rainey, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a bunt attempt here. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. Stepping in, Nick Ahmed. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Ahmed is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Hey, right here, anytime the leadoff hitter gets on in front of the pitcher, it puts the defense on notice. You're going to see the third baseman see the first baseman crashing, trying to get that out at second base. But if not, make sure of one.
He's set. Here it comes. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. Here's Gerard Dyson. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Number 1, Gerard.
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. Ahmed leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Lifted down the line in left. After it is Cespedes. And they can't run it down.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Ready for another chance? Chris Owings. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. A ball and no strikes. Looking at his career totals, Owings is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Now he sends a routine fly ball out to straightaway center. Burns is there, 2 gone. And the throw in gets away from him. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Hard hit ball to second. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. A ball ticketed for right center, but the ticket. Striding in once again, Jake Lamb. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Steven Souza. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. The cutter runs outside. Ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Line to the right side, but foul. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Wade Rainey, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Hit on the ground to third. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Digging in to try it again, A.J. Pollock. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. Up next for Arizona, Nick Ahmed. He reached on a single in his first try.
Second baseman, Nick Ahmed.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. And this will get to the wall out near the pool area. And he is in there.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the 2 outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
Patrick Corbin is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance. And a ball and 2 strikes to the Diamondbacks pitcher.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought it.
Back to the top spot in the Arizona lineup now, and stepping in, Jarrod Dyson. It was a walk in his last trip. Grounded back up the middle, and he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic effort, and that ought to be scored an infield single. Ready once again, Chris Owings. Fly out for him in his last trip, and the runner back safely. First pitch on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. There's a strike. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
The first baseman, number 44.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. 2 balls and no strikes.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. Left side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So it's Angel Huerta will look to provide a little.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd.
A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement. Just days before the 40-round MLB draft, some lesser-known prospects get one last chance to make an impression. His name having finally been called, an anxious prospect steps up for his turn to put his plate skills on display. Never has this player had the chance to command the attention of so many big league buyers. He looks to make his case for draft consideration. Most of today's Scout Day participants are not considered blue-chip prospects, but they all have blue-chip aspirations. A player looks to follow up his efforts at the plate with a demonstration of solid defensive fundamentals. At the major league level, the defensive standard is near perfection. This prospect looks to deliver as clean a performance as he can. Done for the day and heading back to the locker room, this player is met by one of the scouts in attendance, who reminds him that he's still got one more chance to make an impression on the big league buyers. While preparing for the first of 2 games at the Topps Amateur Showcase, a prospect is approached by a representative of the MLB Scouting Bureau.
Digging in the switch hitter, Chris Koenig, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And he'll pull into second with one away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Koenig. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit. Digging in and looking for more, Chris Koenig. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Hit to first. That's through. Another base hit for him. He's 3 for 3. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Now at the plate, Ricky Ullman. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Here now the 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Saucedo moves over, and they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch, so just the... Digging in once again, Chris Koenig. He singled his last time up. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So, personally,
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Francesco Mitre. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Koenig calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
You saw that good closing speed right there to get to that ball, and that's just what the scouts are looking to see. As an outfielder, you have to make your living.
Stepping into the box, Frank.
Batting six, second baseman, Frank Pedrosa.
12-4 is the final in this game. The Central played in an even dozen runs.
With nothing left to do but await his fate, this young hopeful receives a check-in from his former high school coach, who's been acting as his advisor through the process.
With the 10th pick, the Oakland Athletics select Chris Koenig, a center fielder from the Central Region.
After a long and lonely first 2 days of the MLB draft, this player's wait is finally over. While being selected is a major milestone,